Now, we all know how Mike Tomlin feels about running back Nick Chubb, referring to him as Mr. Chubb, and now it's out that the Steelers have interest in running back Nick Chubb. And at this point, it'll be a gamble signing Nick Chubb because the Steelers are going to need a reliable running game, somebody that's going to complement Jalen Warren. And at this point, can you trust Nick Chubb to do that? You know, Nick Chubb coming off that injury, man, that was a bad injury. You know, it was good that he was able to recover and come back and make it back to the field. That was a good sight and things. The expectations was low for Nick Chubb. They should have been, you know, seeing the injury that he sustained. So just getting his feet, you know, just getting his legs back up under him this season was the move. So this season coming up, expectations, you know, for Nick Chubb because he was once a good running back. And if you're the Steelers, you're going to be expecting production and things. He's probably going to be on the cheap because of the injury and the, you know, lack of production last year, just coming back, trying to get back in the groove. So you're probably going to get him on the cheap if you're the Steelers. But it's about production. You know, it's about production and pre-injury, before the injury, we all know what Nick Chubb was about. You know, one of the best running backs, one of the top running backs in the league in his prime when he was doing his thing. You know, a big piece, major piece to that Cleveland Browns offense, the way he was carrying them and things. So if this was, you know, before the injury, no injury has occurred, man, you would say, hey, it'd be a no-brainer, but the cost may be up. You know, you'd probably have to pay a little bit more because the production would have probably been higher. So, you know, you would have to pay more. And in the way the Cleveland Browns is doing it now, looks like a rebuild. So Chubb and Myles Garrett and those guys will probably be going elsewhere. Who knows? So, I mean, if it comes down to Nick Chubb and Najee Harris, you know, if that's what it comes down to for the Steelers, I think the Steelers should just go, you know, stick with Najee Harris. You know, if that's just the last case, last call on a running back situation, because at least you know what you're getting with Najee Harris is a consistent 1,000-yard running back that's gonna go out there and play through injury, you know, and give you what he got. You know, you may say, hey, the production may not be where it should first round and things, but he's still a good running back that's gonna be reliable, and you know what you're getting out of Najee Harris. So if it's out of the two for the Steelers, you know, and that's what it comes down to. Hey, man, we can do a Chubb move or Najee Harris. I say not stick with Najee Harris. There's always drafting running backs. You see teams all the time draft running backs 5th round, and they come up and come out and be the starters of their teams. You know, so you could find value in a running back position late in the draft. You don't need to use first, second round picks on them. You know, there's free agents and things like that. But Nick Chubb, you know, it's a gamble. It sounds, you know, it sounds enticing because of the work that he put in. And you can just envision Nick Chubb cutting it back and taking it to the house because he was dynamic like that. You know, he has the vision and the speed. That's dangerous. So, and that's why he was one of the top backs, you know, when he was doing his thing. So, interest in running back Nick Chubb from the Steelers, I say, hey, you know, you rather keep Najee Harris if you're leaning that way, or drafting somebody late in the draft. And I believe you can get the same production right now at you know where Nick Chubb is, but you never know, man. He may come back next season ready to go. You know, play some games in a regular season just to get that feel again. have a good off season, come back refreshed, rehab the leg a little bit more, some more time removed from the injury, and things can be it can be a different story. But are you willing to take that chance? Are you willing to take that chance if you're the Steelers? So, like I said, man, we know how Mike Tomlin feel about Nick Chubb. We know that. We know Mike Tomlin would love to have the Nick Chubb on the Steelers in the Steelers uniform. But does the organization feel the same way? We'll just have to find out. Thanks for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell to get all the new videos. And until next time, I'm out.